When I sat down to continue painting the squad, I immediately noticed I had painted the legs of the current batch of suits differently to the first mini I painted. Because of this, I decided that I would revisit the original mini later on. Putting that aside for now, I continue with the base coats of the unfinished stealth suits, starting by applying hash-out copper to the metallic sections. When painting the first mini, I had first applied a coat of white paint before top coating with metallic. Without this white undercoat on the current minis, I'm finding that the metallic paint doesn't cover nearly as well and requires more coats, drastically slowing down the process. I made an absolute mess assembling this next mini, and the faceplate of the stealth suit is completely gummed up with glue, making it very difficult to determine where the face ends and the body starts. Without a hard line telling me where I should and shouldn't paint, I'm left to approximate. I will end up revisiting this section several times before I'm happy with the result. As with before, I find myself not quite getting the coverage I want out of the metallic paint, requiring me to pass back over again and again to hide the black undercoat. This also resulted in me accidentally marking sections of the red armor, all of which I will need to revisit and touch up. I accidentally got paint in the vents of the jetpack here and was forced to clean off all the wet paint and try again. While painting this section, I get way too focused on trying to paint neat lines between the blue and the red. I eventually get frustrated and leave this problem for my future self. As it comes time for me to use my lighter red, I pull out a superfine brush and attempt to apply some tiny dots on the eyes, but due to my hands being shakier than an alcoholic in withdrawal, I inevitably make a mess. I then pretend that didn't happen and try to forget about it by painting a different part of the model. With the base coating of the stealth suits finally finished, I move on to the smaller models from the set. I still have no idea what this thing is. It isn't until near the end that I realised that my wet palette isn't all that wet, and that I'd done a pretty poor job of thinning the lighter red paint, leading to some fairly visible brush marks on the top of the drone and the shoulder pads of the stealth suits. Closing out on the base coats, I'm fairly happy with my progress, but there are some definite improvements to be made when I come through for detailing. Until next time.